Hi, this is Deacon Mike here. I just was reminded that earlier this week we were commemorating the Tulsa, Oklahoma massacre, where over 300 African Americans were killed in Tulsa 100 years ago by the white folks there, and even the U.S. government was involved, or at least the Oklahoma governor was. And on June 19th, 2 weeks from tomorrow, we're going to be commemorating the day called Juneteenth. That's the day that the United States declared an end to slavery way back in 1865. Now, you might think that I put an end to any kind of racial problems, but we know, especially from the Tulsa, Oklahoma massacre, that that's not at all true. And our race relations today are not the best. But this week, President Biden, he mentioned that he felt that the hope and future of relations in this country of ours will be determined by our young folk. I think he's right. I'd like to share with you a movie that my grandson put together. Now, when he did it, he's 10 now, but when he did it, he was 9 years old. And talks about John Lewis. And he's my grandson Owen's just a 9-year-old kid then, living in Brooklyn. And I'd like to share this with you. So please enjoy.
John Lewis was a civil rights activist and a congressman. His parents were sharecroppers in Alabama, and he helped his family on a cotton farm. When he was at the farm, he preached to chickens because he wanted to be a preacher like Martin Luther King Jr. He liked school so much, but his librarian told him that all the books were for white people. He felt left out with all the other black kids. A lot of people would not let black people do certain things, and that made him sad. When he was older, he went to Martin Luther King and told him he wanted to help with civil rights. He caused sit-ins and marches and made peace by being peaceful. He sat at a lunch counter, and even though he kept getting beat up, he still sat there. He usually got beat up or arrested, but he was brave and fearless, and nothing would get him down. Because of him and other activists, civil rights laws got passed. He passed a lot more laws as a congressman. John Lewis changed the world by making good trouble.